One of the key features of Checker 4G is to be able to save runtime images of inspections to a directory on an FTP server. During this demonstration, I'm going to show you just how easy that is to do. Now for my setup, I have a Checker 4G vision sensor, which is directly connected to my laptop through a Cat5 Ethernet cable. Before you see our Checker PC application, I already have an inspection running for a package to detect the package and inspect whether the barcode is present or absent. Now, one of the advantages of our Checker PC application is that it actually provides an FTP server. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to configure that FTP server. Checker, configure Checker. I'm going to select FTP settings. I'm going to click on Enable FTP Server. I'm going to select a directory in which I'm going to write images to. And for this, I'm going to select a folder called FTP folder, which I already have established. I could also have created a new folder and called it anything I wanted. I'm going to select a username and a password. I need to make sure the passwords are the same. You'll notice here the text says FTP server is not running. So if I click on the button here that says Save and Start, you'll notice now the text says FTP server is running. I can also choose to start the FTP server on Checker Startup. I'll enable that. I'll press OK. Now I move down to my display and record step, and I move to my FTP transfer configuration. Click on FTP settings, and you can see here I have an option to configure 2 FTP connections. Again, Checker has the advantage where it can actually write images to 2 FTP connections at the same time, so you have redundancy in case one of the connections goes down, the other one will be creating backups of the images that you're inspecting. So here under server, I need to know the IP address of my laptop. Now for that, I'm going to need to go to a command prompt, hit start. I'm going to type in CMD, hit enter. And then over here, I'm going to type in ipconfig, and hit enter. Now I'm going to look for the IP address of my direct Ethernet connection. Okay, you can see here I have a couple of Ethernet connections here. I have my wireless Ethernet connection, and that's given me a address of 192.168.220.40. Well, what I want to look for is my direct Ethernet connection there. It's called Ethernet Adapter Local Area Connection. And that one here, the IP address is 169.254.51.243. I'm going to write that down in my notebook and minimize this. And that's the IP address I want to type in here next to server. So that is 169.254.51.243. Username and passwords are the same usernames and passwords that I established before under the Checker Configure Checker menu. Password again, same password. The directory is going to be that FTP file directory that I had established earlier. Under Fields, I press this button. This allows me to select the format of the images that I'm going to save to my directory. I can choose the Checker name. I can add a coil name, which is simply going to be the output result. And I can select an ID number. That'll give me an option to have a start value and a stop value. I can type in any value that I want. I can choose to have it roll over when it reaches its maximum value, or stop sending images once it's reached that maximum value. I press OK. You can see the format I have established here has been set up here under my sample file name. Okay, the name of my Checker coil name and a ID number. I select OK. Now all I have to do is select On to enable the FTP connection. I hit Apply, and you look next to the connection status. The LED is green. You see if I hover over it, it says the FTP client is connected. It means I have a good connection now to my FTP server. I can choose what images I want to transfer. In this case here, I have an option of part detect, all pass, or any fail. If I went into my setup logic step, into my ladder logic editor, and established custom logic for different inspection sensors that I had configured on to inspect my product, those also appear under this pull down. I'm going to select part detect for this demonstration. Then I'm going to go to my run my job step, and I'm going to select run. Now I'm also going to bring up the directory that I had set up for transferring my images during runtime. In this part I have here, I'm just going to simply wave my hand in front of it there so that the checker can automatically detect the part. So I'm going to present it here. You can see as I present the product, it writes images over here. It's, if you look at my part detection, it says I've detected 2 parts, and I have 2 images that have been written to my FTP file folder. And I can keep doing this. Very easy. That's all there is to demonstrating and showing how easy it is to transfer runtime images using Checker.